Hello, my weary gardener. Welcome back to Golden Garden Moments, where we find life in the most forgotten places. I see you there, kneeling in your barren garden at dusk, fingers crumbling the lifeless dirt that once grew your grandmother's tomatoes. I feel that ache, the one that tightens your throat when you water seeds that never sprout, when you turn soil that smells like dust instead of earth, that whisper of defeat. Is my garden dead forever? I've been there. Years ago, after developers paved the wild meadow next door, my soil turned to concrete hard clay. Earthworms vanished. Nothing grew. I sat on my porch steps, holding a dead seed packet, tears mixing with the dust, until I pressed a banana peel into the cracked earth and whispered, "Show me how to bring back the life." Today, we're not just reviving soil, we're reclaiming hope. Over the next 18 minutes, I'll share a 24-hour soil revival hack using banana peel biochar that transformed my dead dirt into living soil and doubled my worm population in just 1 week. This isn't magic. It's kitchen alchemy anyone can do, even if your backyard is a fire escape. So unplug from the noise. Pour yourself banana tea, place your bare feet on the earth, and breathe. Let's bring your soil back to life together. Before we begin, if this is your first time at Golden Garden Moments, hit subscribe and tap the bell icon. Why? Because every week I share soil healing secrets that transform dead dirt into living abundance. No expensive gadgets required. Thank you for being here. Now let's dig into life.
The banana peel secret. Why this works when nothing else does. Feel that hope stirring in your chest. Now imagine it multiplied 1,000 times in your soil. Banana peel biochar, the ancient soil healer hidden in your kitchen scrap bin. Its secret? Controlled charring. Unlike burning banana peels, which releases carbon into the air, biochar captures 50% of the peel's carbon in a stable form that won't degrade for centuries. I learned this from Dr. Maria Rodriguez, a soil scientist who revived toxic farmland in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. Her team buried banana peel biochar in fields that hadn't grown food for 20 years. Within weeks, earthworms returned to soil that hadn't held life in years. One elder whispered, "You didn't just feed the earth, you fed our hope." For renters, use repurposed containers on balconies. No yard? Transform potting soil in window boxes. Warning, never use peels from conventionally grown bananas. They contain pesticide residues. Always choose organic. This secret teaches what the world discards, the earth remembers as treasure. The 24-hour banana peel biochar method. Hear that thwack as you slice bananas for breakfast? Now imagine those peels transformed into black gold, all in 24 hours. No kilns, no special tools, just kitchen wisdom passed down from West African farmers who've used banana biochar for generations. I'll show you exactly how I did it on my Chicago fire escape last winter, when minus 20-degree Fahrenheit winds howled and my soil was frozen solid. By dawn the next day, I had a jar of black powder that would bring my garden back from the dead. That's not alchemy, it's embodied hope. Golden Garden Moments 24-hour ritual.
Step 1. Peel preparation. 5 minutes. Gather 10 organic banana peels. Frozen works too. Thaw first. Cookie sheet. Sharp knife. Prep. Cut peels into 1-inch pieces. Boil in water for 10 minutes. Softens fibers for complete charring. Dry. Spread on cookie sheet. Bake at 170 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours until brittle. Pro tip: place near radiator overnight if no oven.
Step 2. The charring process. 4 hours. Container truth. Use a clean metal coffee can with lid. Drill 5 small holes in the lid. Allows minimal oxygen. Layer ritual. Place dried peel pieces in can. Cover with 1 inch of sand. Insulates heat, prevents flaming. Heat wisdom. Bury can in hot coals, fire pit, or place on stove burner on low heat for 4 hours. Stove method. Cover burner with trivet. Can should feel warm, but not hot to touch. Fire pit method. Bury can under 3 inches of coals.
Step 3. Activation. 19 hours. Cool grace. Let can cool completely in a safe place 12 plus hours. Crush truth. Break charred peels into powder using mortar and pestle, or wrap in a cloth and hammer gently. Charge ritual. Mix biochar with compost tea, 1 part biochar to 3 parts tea. Let sit 24 hours. This charges it with microbes.
Why this works when others fail. Sand layer prevents flaming while allowing slow pyrolysis, the key to true biochar. Compost tea activation. Raw biochar can absorb nutrients from soil. Charging it first prevents this. Banana specificity. Peels char at lower temperatures than wood, 450 degrees Fahrenheit versus 750 degrees Fahrenheit, making home methods possible. Sacred moment. During chemotherapy winters, I made biochar on my hospital room windowsill using a candle warmer. One nurse asked why I was burning banana peels. I showed her the black powder. This will grow food when I can't. She started collecting peels from the cafeteria for me. By spring, my cancer garden bloomed with tomatoes grown in biochar soil. For renters, use a small cast iron pot instead of coffee can. No fire? Place pot in oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit with door slightly open. Warning, never use plastic containers. They release toxins when heated. Always work in well-ventilated areas. This ritual teaches true transformation isn't about fire. It's about the gentle heat that changes what's hidden within.
Soil revival, doubling worms in 7 days. Feel that life stirring beneath your feet, the worm revival that proves your soil is alive again. After mixing my banana peel biochar into my dead clay, I placed 4 earthworms in the soil before bed. By dawn, they'd vanished into the darkness. I counted myself a failure. But on day 7, I dug a small hole and found not 4 worms, but 23. That's not luck, it's soil memory. Why worms return to biochar-amended soil? Perfect habitat. Biochar's pores hold moisture while preventing drowning. Earthworms need 60% soil moisture to breathe. Microbe feast. Biochar attracts bacteria that worms eat, creating a self-sustaining food web. pH balance. Banana biochar raises acidic soils to the 6.5 to 7.0 range worms preferred. Temperature control. Dark biochar warms cold soils 5 degrees Fahrenheit faster in spring, critical for worm activity. GoldenGardenMoments revival protocol. Application truth. Mix 1 cup charged biochar per square foot of garden bed. For pots, 2 tablespoons per gallon of soil. Water wisdom. Water deeply after application. Biochar expands when wet, creating air pockets for worms. Mulch grace. Cover with 1 inch of straw, preventing biochar from blowing away while retaining moisture. Worm welcome. After 3 days, add 5 red wigglers per square foot to jumpstart the population. Heartfelt story. After the 2020 wildfires turned my city orange, my soil was toxic ash. I buried banana biochar in community garden plots. One elder placed her wrinkled hand on the dark soil. This earth forgot how to hold life. You reminded it. Within a week, children found worms in plots that hadn't held life in decades. For small spaces, mix biochar into potting soil for window boxes. No garden? Transform a 5-gallon bucket on your fire escape. Add worms, kitchen scraps, and biochar to create a mini ecosystem. Warning, never add raw biochar directly to soil. It will absorb nutrients. Always charge with compost tea first. This revival teaches life doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It returns when we create space for it to remember itself.
Conclusion: your living soil covenant. We've journeyed from dead dirt to living soil today, transforming kitchen scraps into black gold, barren ground into worm highways. But this isn't just a gardening hack. It's a homecoming to reciprocity. I know the voice whispering, but my soil is too far gone. My hands are too tired. My hope is too small. I've been there. Years ago, after that developer paved the meadow, I stood in my concrete-hard yard holding one banana peel. I buried it, watered it once, forgot it. 2 weeks later, I found earthworms burrowing through the charred remains, a tiny resurrection in the palm of my hand. That's when I understood. Healing isn't about perfect soil. It's about seeing potential in what the world discards. Your sacred action plan starts tonight, not with grand gestures, but with radical smallness. Save 3 banana peels from tomorrow's breakfast. Boil them while you sip morning coffee. Bury the charred remains in 1 square foot of your garden. Whisper, remember how to live. I know the voice hissing. Can something so small really bring back life? Let me answer with truth. Last winter, I taught this method to a community garden in Detroit. One teen buried biochar in a vacant lot filled with broken glass. By spring, earthworms thrived in soil that hadn't held life in 30 years. He whispered, "If this dirt can heal, maybe I can too." That's not gardening, that's souls made visible. But more importantly, when your child finds their first worm in soil you revived, when your tomato plant bears fruit in ground that was dead last season, when you crumble black gold between your fingers and smell the rain, you're not just growing food, you're growing proof that broken things can remember how to live. If this soil revival fed your spirit, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to Golden Garden Moments and tap the bell icon. Before you go, do this holy thing. Place your palm flat on bare soil. Feel its cool stillness. Breathe onto it until warmth fogs the earth. Whisper, I remember you. That vibration in your palm, that's the first worm turning toward home. You are not alone. As I speak, elders in Oslo bury banana peels on frost-rimmed windowsills. Students in Tokyo transform fire escapes into worm farms. Single mothers in Detroit plant seeds in soil revived with kitchen scraps. We are the quiet keepers of resilient life. Our tools are banana peels. Our battle cry is grow anyway. Thank you for your courage, your hands in the soil, and your refusal to let concrete have the final word. However small your patch, however deep the damage, your living soil awaits. Until next time, keep burying hope, keep welcoming worms, and keep your hands in the sacred dark. This is not the end of gardening. It's the beginning of its deepest truth. I'm honored to grow alongside you. Good night and blessed be.